Hello and welcome to Player Control and Basic Gameplay Unit 1 and 2 of the Junior Programmer Pathway for Unity. This is for class CSC355. My name is Anthony Hill, and I will be showing you what I have accomplished here and what I've learned. So Unit 1 had us learn about some basic scripting, player controller, objects in your scene. Give them rigid bodies, make them collidable. The different props, how you can make multiple by multi-selecting and copying and moving them down. I did two here, and then you can move them down further. Prefabs, this one isn't doing prefabs, that's in the next one. But I chose to go with the tank for the player vehicle. And all of those are in the files that you download for the chapter 1. So this is your scene, and yeah. So the obstacles, there's a crate. So if I hit play, I've got forward, backward movement. You can turn, go around the obstacles. And that's it. You can try to go backwards. Oh, there we go, hit a crate. And for Unit 1, I think the rest of Unit 1, the high speed chase, the drivers, okay. Yeah, so the scripts, the follow player scripts, player controller scripts, and I was messing around with some other stuff. Then we have for at the end of lesson or Unit 1 is the challenge, the quiz, plane programming one. So they give you a plane, they give you the plane files, and you download the files, and it starts off, the plane is basically going a different direction, and the camera is, oh, that's another thing that this had you do is the camera, where to put the camera, and the follow player script, attaching that to the camera. So in this, when I move, going back and forth, the camera is moving as well. That was pretty interesting. I wanted to learn how to do that from the very beginning. So that's cool. I didn't put any sound in this one because it wasn't on the test, but when I'm on my own one that I'm making, I'm trying to apply all the things that I've learned. And for the plane, I believe it's this one. And it wanted you to show the plane from this angle over here. So when you put in the coordinates for your script for the camera, we'll just bring it up. So this is the offset, and all these are the methods that you give. You start an update from the mono behavior class, and we just created the game object for the plane, and then having an offset following the plane. So, oh, and there was a challenge to get the propeller to spin, and this was just a rotate around the Z axis. So if I hit play, it's kind of like Flappy Bird, but you can go down and fly through the slits, even go backwards. I had a lot of fun with this plane one. Oh, getting the propeller to spin was interesting. Uh, so yeah, I thought this one was pretty cool. And that was the challenge for Unit 1. What else did we do in this one? The plane was going backwards, there was no spin, and um, getting the camera to follow to be able to go through. I think that's all the challenges. There was some other ones, I'm sure, but I did them all step by step. And then project in Unit 2 was the basic gameplay, player positioning, the food flight, random. So in this one, this is where your they set it as a top down kind of, and um, I've already cleaned it up, which means I've gotten all my starting animals off of here. Um, the ones that I was testing with, and this is my guy here, and I made him shoot cookies to the doe, moose, and bull terrier, and this is my projectile. The projectiles, they all have box colliders, and the food cookie, the cookies got the rigid body, and it will detect when when it hits a box collider of the other prefabs. And these are prefabs that's the spawn generator, the spawn manager will spawn in. Um, Spawn manager. So I've got elements. These are my elements that are spawning. And in the spawn manager, we have randomized to where they spawn. So for this one, um, food source, we did the projectiles, player positioning, player controller, detect the collisions. There's also destroy out of bounds. So when it runs out past certain bounds of your game, uh, it, it will be destroyed. And let me think of anything else that we did. The move forward. Oh, this is when they get spawned in, the prefabs have this script of move forward. So they take off running, basically. And detect collisions, destroy out of bounds. There's the two destroy out of bounds for the projectile going this way, and then the animals running the other way. And then the detect collision, we have the destroy game object, and so whenever the cookie hits one of the animals, they both get taken out. And in the destroy out of bounds, there's the debug.log. We'll say game over if any of them get past, and then it destroys the game object. So whenever they get past. But anyways, let's feed some cookies to the animals. Oh, I got one game over already. Eat some cookies. Oh, I've already lost. But that's unit 2. We had a lot of fun um, doing these. It's very simple. I did not think it would be this easy to learn or to pick up. And just by doing step by step, you start to think of other things that you can do. And it's really, really interesting for the creative mind, for sure. Well, and those are my 2 challenges, and I hope you enjoyed watching. See you next time.